specifically, let's start with Adam Rosepaul winning the national championship year first as a head coach. Talk about his performance.
That was fun. You know, Adam, he worked really hard, really consistent. You know, we talked about the other guys and where they would make their moves, and when I saw that Adam was out in front and I saw the other guys make their moves and I saw Adam react, I knew it was over. I knew he had it in him. He deserves it. He's earned it. He's put in the work, and he's very business-like about how he trains, and he's, you know, it's wonderful. It's really cool to have a national champion as a head coach, but you know, I'm just obviously really excited for him to see the progress that he's made in his first 2 years here at UND, and it's just really cool. I'm happy for him.
Okay, so on the men's side, especially, a lot of seniors racked up a ton of All-American awards over the years. Talk about what that class has meant to you.
Yeah.
Program.
So you know, Rodrigo, Coto Berti, you know, obviously he's a phenomenal kid and does a great job in the classroom and has done a great job swimming for us for the last 4 years, and we're going to miss him. He's leads off our medley relays. He can be there on sprint free relays if we need him to be. Just did a great job. You know, Guilherme Zavanelli. This sounds weird. Just Zava. You know, anchors a lot. Did a great job for us. You know, his 4 years, and you know, I know he was sad when the last race happened. So, really excited for him, and very thankful for what he did for our program. You know, Vitor Batana, and started off as a distance guy, kind of transitioned, but did a great job. He was a part of the 800 free relay, you know, all 4 years, and helped us get it to a top 8 finish all 4 years, I believe, and maybe not that freshman year, but you know, anyway, it's just been it's been fun for those guys, and I think those are the 3 that we're losing off the national squad as far as seniors go. But you know, they're going to be hard to replace, and you know, they each bring their own assets to the team, and you know, those are always tough to replace.
So diving, couldn't not mention the diving. You know, this becomes such a huge part of your program and your success here at this meet, especially. Talk about the diving and their contributions.
Well, when you talk about the diving, you got to start with Dave McCown. Dave develops divers. That's what he does. Those 3 boys, those 3 men that place top 8, top 10, those were developed by Dave. And they are hardworking 3 young men that are first-class guys. Peyton, Josh, and Ben are great ambassadors for UND. I love the fact that they're part of our team, part of our family, and they deserve everything, you know, that they've earned, and because they have truly earned it. And it started 2 years ago. Josh and Peyton were actually the first 2 guys that Dave and I signed as coaches of this team, got commitments from, and so to have this built, you know, around that is pretty phenomenal. And to watch them, from Josh failing his last dive as a freshman at nationals, and then getting back on the boards after the competition was over and ripping that dive, that was a great, you know, preview of what was to come. And he knocked the ball out of the park this weekend. Peyton, obviously a stud, and you know, a lot of people probably didn't see those guys change their last dive or 2. Peyton changed his last 2, Josh changed his last 1, and that's pretty gutsy to get up there and call out a tougher dive, and to take the chance of, you know, maybe not finishing in the top 3 or 5, and then to rip it, and then to do it twice like Peyton did. It's a fun story, and those guys are full of them. And if we don't have those diving points, if we didn't believe in what diving can bring us, you know, we're the 4th place team this year, and it's a great motivator as well. So it might take us out of the top 5, you know. So, but Dave is just phenomenal. He brings a knowledge and a passion for diving that, and we found the right guys that fit Dave's mold. And it's only going to get better. So it's exciting to have those points, but it's more exciting to have those kinds of men representing us on the boards.
Okay, now just some of your overall takeaways first from the women's side.
Yeah, women more than doubled their points, moved from 23rd to 15th. That's a great movement. I think we still left a lot out there. I think that we are a top 10 team right now. We just have to believe it, and we've got to execute it, and we've got to have a little bit of luck on our side too. We had some sickness, and we had some other little bumps that happened that impacted us a little bit too much, unfortunately. But you know, we've got to put it all together, and have a chance to do that. We're bringing in a couple new pieces next year, and I think that we'll be a team to be reckoned with for sure. And it's exciting. The women, it's right there. It's so right there, and just can't wait till it comes to fruition. And it's taken a little bit longer than the men's, but it's going to be there, and it's going to be exciting to watch. To have both teams battling for the trophies every single year, which is what we want to create here at UIndy.
And the men's side, your takeaways from it?
Yeah, the men's side, it was a rough season, honestly, all the way through. It was we had a lot of bumps and sicknesses and illnesses and just little things that just didn't happen the way that it did last year. Last year was smoother, it was more exciting, and it was a little bit more energetic. And this year was just tough. It was a grind, but the guys grinded it out. And every championship or every third place, whatever you want to say, every season has its story. And this story is definitely different than the 17-18 story. And it doesn't make it better or worse, just as different. And we got the same result, scored a few more points, and had a national champion. We made some good progress on our relays. 4 out of the 5 relays were in the top 8. Which is great, and we broke some more records. So I'm excited. We had some people that were sophomores that scored that didn't even make the meet last year, like Cody Liskey. Jan has never scored individually. He scored as a sophomore. Gosh, I know I'm going to leave somebody out, but then we got some freshmen, Kale York, Antonio Milene, that got some experience here. Didn't score any individual points, but helped us with some relays. And I think that's going to pay off huge as we move to the future.
Okay, well, congrats, Jason.
All right, thanks, man.